Well, welcome everyone tonight. My name's Beck and I'd like to welcome you to our Create Your Own Freedom event. Today is the 23rd of May already, 2017. If you're watching this recording, someone that you may know is thinking that it might be something that might resonate with you. So thank you for taking the time to listen in. So my husband and I have been involved in the Juice Plus business for a year now. And in that time, the business has changed our future and it has changed our health as well. We all know the world is changing faster than ever. Technology is really taking over and things that used to work in the past are just not working anymore. And that's really transforming the workplace and causing a lot of stress and uncertainty. Jobs are being replaced by automated machines, and even jobs like trolley boys, who we thought those sort of jobs would always be in existence. In some place, those jobs are being replaced by drones. So things are really moving and shaking, and people are feeling overworked and underpaid, and this is causing a lot of stress. About a year ago, I was introduced to this business by my friend Belinda. We had just closed our building company on the Gold Coast and decided to do a trip around Australia with no time frame with our two kids. And 2 years into the trip, I was feeling really unhealthy and my health was suffering. I was being woken up 4 or 5 times every night by my two kids. We were all living in a little box together, and I was really looking for a solution for my health. Also financially, we were living pay to pay. My husband was picking up work as we shifted around, but I really wanted to contribute as well financially. And I'm a high school teacher, but I really didn't want to do relief teaching in a different school every week. And I just really didn't want to be away from my kids. It took us 7 years to conceive our first child. And we lost 2 bubs on the way. So my biggest priority was spending time with my kids, and is still spending time with my kids. So when I came across this business, it really ticked all the boxes for me. And now we've decided to settle permanently in Western Australia. So it's providing income while we re-establish in this new chapter. So I'm excited about the financial freedom it's bringing, but I'm also excited about helping others find a bit of financial freedom in their lives. We're now able to plan holidays as a family and just spend more time together, which is what it's all about, really. And my husband's looking forward to early retirement as well as my business grows. He's really over being a builder and is wanting a change. So today we're going to share some stories with you of how this business has transformed people's lives, but also how a product has changed people's lives. So please stick around to hear those stories. I feel really grateful that a year ago I came across this business. Just a friend put up a Facebook post, and now I get to share this business with mums and dads that I come into contact with. So a lot of them are mums like me that want to stay home and really love on their kids. And some are just families or even individuals who are not happy with where they're at financially. So I'm on a mission now to create freedom in people's lives. I've been under financial pressure before, and I know the damage it does to families and relationships. So I have a real heart for that, and a real heart for letting mums do mum care and letting dads have a choice if they want to come to school assembly, that they would have the freedom to be really involved with their kids as well. So I'd like to introduce now my beautiful sister Rach, and she joined the business almost a year ago, and she's going to share with you about our amazing product and program. Thanks, Rach.
Thanks, Beck. I just am so excited to be able to share about these amazing products with you tonight. I guess my story before I was introduced to Juice Plus is that I'm a registered nurse. I've worked from over 25 years in the oncology nursing field, and I've got an 11-year-old son. I'm a single mama, and my son suffers from clinical anxiety. So before I got introduced to the products, I really already knew that it was important for us to be eating a range of fruit and veggies. And I guess I knew that in Australia, the recommended intake was anywhere between 2 to 5 serves a day. And actually the World Health Organization recommends between 7 and 10 serves a day. And I knew the importance of that, but I struggled to get that consistently into my diet as well as my son's diet. So at that time, I was super tired. I was working full-time and juggling school drop-off and pick-up. And I was living on coffee. I was having massive afternoon slumps. And I was often making poor food choices as I rushed through my day. So I was super keen to give these products a go when I heard about them. And I was excited. Within 3 days, I really noticed a massive change in my energy levels. I started to crave fruits and veggies, and even my son noticed the energy shift. Mornings were really tricky for him with his anxiety and school refusal. And he just said to me, "Mum, I actually feel like I'm awake. My body feels awake. And I'm never going to stop taking this." So that was super exciting for me. Now, a year later, we've managed to get through a whole winter without any colds and flus. His school refusal, which would have been like 10 or more days off a term with either viruses or just school refusal and anxiety, is now down to maybe 1 a term. So massive changes. And I feel like I'm coping much better with stress. So it totally made sense to me. So I'll show you what the products are actually. These are our fruits, veggies and berries, and they have over 26 different fruits, veggies and berries in them. So a massive variety of produce, and they've been around for over 25 years. So the thing that really struck me about these products was that they've been peer reviewed and researched. And there's over 30 peer-reviewed journal articles that are published, and they're pharmaceutical grade studies, which for me as a health professional, I was blown away with. The 2 standouts from the research for me was the increased immune system and the decrease in systemic inflammation. The reason that struck a chord with me was because I have endometriosis, and I suffer a lot with pain. And at the time was, basically taking pain relief every day. And we know that systemic inflammation is responsible for many chronic illnesses that we see in the world today. So it makes sense that if you increase your fruit and veggies, you're going to improve your health. So taking these products it's not an insurance policy that you're not going to get sick, but it's about bridging the gap between what you're able to get into your diet and what your body needs on a day-to-day basis. So it's kind of bridging that gap. The second thing that really stood out for me in the research was that it was safe. This product was safe for all age ranges, from children to pregnant ladies, breastfeeding women to the elderly. So the whole family could benefit from this product. And so a lot of people over the last year have asked me, what's the difference between Juice Plus and normal vitamins that you can buy over the counter? And I guess the main difference is that vitamins that are bought over the counter they're synthetically produced, so they have fractional nutrients. And sorry, my cat's just being a brat. They have fractional nutrients, and so basically that means that your body can't absorb them. And so I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when I used to take vitamins, my wee went bright yellow, and we call that fluoro wee. Well, that's just a result of your body not being able to absorb the synthetic nutrients. So with Juice Plus, the amazing thing about it is that because it's made from whole foods, it's bioavailable, and what that means is that your body can absorb it. And the studies are basically suggesting that happens within 20 minutes of taking the product, is that it floods your bloodstream with nutrients. And I have to say, I've noticed that. I take a dose of my capsules at lunchtime at work, and I know if I miss that lunchtime dose, my head gets foggy. I get that afternoon slump coming back, so I notice it straight away. So the way that they make these products is they basically farm the produce from organic farms across the world, and they pick the fruit and veggies and berries at their prime ripeness. So they are vine ripened produce, and they use the whole product. So they use the skin, the pulp, and all of the fruit and veggie. They don't just juice it. So that whole fruit is pulped down, or vegetable is pulped, and then the water and the sugar is removed. What happens then is you're left with a powder, because they dehydrate it at low temperatures. So you are left with a powder, and I'll just show you one of the little capsules. They actually then encapsulate that powder to protect it from oxygen. And the reason they do that is because oxygen over time will actually damage the micronutrients that are in that product. I don't know if you've ever taken spirulina or anything like that, but some of those powder products, when you have opened the bottle of them, after time the product changes colour and it gets darker. That's just a result of oxygenation of the product. So that's the other amazing thing about this product, is that it's great. There's a children's health study, and so they've actually made the product suitable for children to eat it in gummies, and they come in fruit and veggies. My packets are empty because they're so yummy, and this is what they look like. Little gummies that are squishy and yummy. The great thing about that product is that any adult that is on the product can sponsor a child for free. So it's a worldwide study, and there's thousands of children on the products across the world, and the studies are amazing, the results of those studies. The other product that the company has is the complete powders. These are my godsends. So they come in chocolate and vanilla, and they're a protein powder that's full of superfoods. It's a plant-based protein, so it's not a synthetic protein, and it's vegan. It's also TGA approved in Australia. That means that the Therapeutic Goods Association have approved this product, and I find it's an amazing meal on the run. For me, for my family, it looks like breakfast, because that was our tricky meal when we were rushing out the door and we would stop at the bakery on the way to school. So we've replaced that poor choice with a smoothie, and we have like sprouted beans, we have ancient grains, we have broccoli, mushroom, alfalfa sprouts, and things that I would never be able to get my son to eat on a plate. So I know that in the morning his body is getting fueled with these amazing nutrients. The other benefit of taking the products is that every person that does that, they get a lifetime membership to the Juicy Body Transformation Program. And it's a program, this is just an example of the hard copy book that I print out with all the recipes in it. Basically, that program is an online program. It's there's an online support for that program. It's full, there's menus, there's recipes, there's exercise plans, there's a shred guide, there's a detox plan if you want that, there's gratitude journals and all sorts of things. So it's an amazing program that's free, and it just helps to make sustainable lifestyle choices, and I found that amazing. It's helped me with the variety of things that I cook for my son and I, and he loves them. They're all like, they can be made in under half an hour, and they've just been so good for us. So that's the products in a nutshell. Thank you, Beck. I'd love to now introduce one of our team members and friends, Julianne. Julianne is going to share with us her amazing story of using these products. Thanks, Julianne.
Thanks, Beck, and thanks, girls, for having me on. It's my pleasure to join you girls today, or girls and guys, this afternoon to speak about my experience with Juice Plus. So before Juice Plus came into my life, I was actually in the obese weight range. Shock horror. I didn't actually really realize it, and I thought I was pretty healthy. What I found was I knew a lot about health, but I actually didn't practice it much. So I was eating the wrong sorts of foods for my body, and I really was not in peak health. When I started taking the capsules, within a few weeks, I felt my energy just change. I had this renewed vigor for life. I lost about 20 kilos, and had lots of compliments on my skin, on my nails, on my hair. Just everything was sort of shiny and sparkly and so much healthier. And then fast forward to the start of this year, we had a shred competition within our Juicy Body Transformation program, and I decided to embrace the shred, and I cut gluten and dairy completely out of my life and some other things that really weren't needed. And I went on to lose over 80 centimetres off my body. So I did some little things like plank challenges and squat challenges and things, and ended up that, I won so many things. I won a completely transformed body. I won, once again, even higher transformation level of health. I actually took out the competition and won $1,000, so that was a bit of a bonus. And then I also, after 8 years of trying, finally fell pregnant, and that's where I'm at now. I'm at 3 months, and it's the furthest I've got since I had my 8-year-old, and we're really wrapped. I can't put a value on what Juice Plus has done for me, and really I think everybody should be embracing adding 30 fruits, veggies and berries into their diet every day, because it just makes you feel amazing. So thanks for letting me share my story. I'll pass over to you, Beck.
Thanks, Julianne. Now you've just about made me lose it. That's amazing. I haven't actually heard your full story, but how exciting that is. That is just, it's amazing what looking after your body and eating the right foods can do. There's so many powerful stories around this product, Juice Plus, and that's one of the reasons why I really love what I do. But there's also an amazing business opportunity as well. And I'm going to hand over to the lovely Carlina. She's going to talk a little bit about some of the skepticisms that may come up around this business. Thanks, Carlina.
Hi guys, my name's Carlina. I've been involved in the Juice Plus business for around 7 months now, and I love it. But when I first started in the business, I remember telling my parents about it, and one of the first things they said to me was, "It sounds like a pyramid scheme." And at the time I was just like, what do you mean by that? I said, pyramid schemes have been illegal since the 70s, and our company has been around for 40 years. The product's been in Australia for over 20 years. I guarantee it's not a pyramid scheme. And when I've actually thought about it, I thought, traditional business to me is more like a pyramid scheme. So before I had kids, I used to work for an airline. And so can you all see this? So I worked for an airline, and to me it was like a pyramid scheme where I worked. So that was like a triangle. We had all different levels. Right up the top here was the CEO of the company. Sorry for my messy writing. And I was down here with hundreds of other ground staff. This is where I came in. And out of all of the ground staff here, there was only a few of those that ever made it to supervisor. And from those supervisors, there was only a couple of those that ever made it to manager. And there was really only one of those that ever made it to general manager. And this person probably would never get the opportunity to make it to CEO. Now, to get to these positions, these people generally had to step on a lot of toes and lose a lot of friends along the way to get to where they were. And the rest of us that were left down here, we took on a lot of responsibility from other areas and other departments, but we didn't get any promotions or any bonuses. Now, that Juice Plus, on the other hand, is more like a rectangle to me, because in our business, it looks more like this. Oop. Sorry, I'm not very good at holding this. It looks more like this. So in our business, we all, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a mum, or a high school dropout, we all come in at the same level, virtual franchisee, or a VF, as we like to call it. And we all have the same opportunity to get to the pinnacle position in this company, or the first pinnacle position in this company, National Marketing Director, or NMD. And the thing is, the best thing about this company, to get to this position, we have to teach other people how to get to that position as well. So really, to climb the ladder, you need to bring people with you. So it's a teaching business, and there is unlimited opportunity, and everyone has the same opportunity. That's why I love this business so much. So now I am going to pass it back over to you, Beck, to explain a little bit more about the business.
Thanks so much. Yeah, I love that we, promote by helping others. It takes the competition out of it, and that's why it's such an amazing community type workplace where, we get to cheer our team on and cheer other people's teams on, because there's no limit to the amount of positions at the top, which is awesome. One of the concerns that I had when I was looking at this business was, do I have to rope all my friends and family in and ram it down everyone's neck, and so everyone will get sick of me talking about it? And I am so pleased to say no. In fact, we encourage that you don't do that. You don't have to know a lot of people. And I'm going to show you what we like to call the popcorn effect. So I'm just going to get my trusty whiteboard out as well. I'm wondering if you guys can see that. Can you? I can't see myself for some reason. Okay, so when I joined the business, my friend Belinda put a post on Facebook to say this is what she was doing, and that's when I reached out to her. So I joined here. That's me, Beck. And I told my sister Rachel about it, who's just shared about our amazing product tonight. And then Rachel shared it with a couple of her friends. I think 4 or 5 actually of her friends. And so this here is Rachel's friend called Dora. And then Dora shared it with Alex. So as you can see, the only person that I knew here was Rachel and Belinda. So, and then I've managed to join on some other people who've also shared it with other people. And so it sort of looks like popcorn. And what happens, why we call it the popcorn effect, is if I say I went on a holiday for a couple of weeks, all of these people would still be talking to people about Juice Plus, and they would still be joining people into the business, and my business would be still growing, even though I'm actually not doing anything while I'm sitting on the beach for a few weeks. So I've got a couple more people over here as well. And these people are people I met travelling around Australia, actually. They're not people that I knew a year ago. So that's exciting too. So it's an awesome way to meet new people and make new friends as well. So as you can see, the only person that I knew was Rach, because we're sisters, and my friend Belinda. So you really don't have to know heaps of people, and you certainly don't have to have parties in your house or deliver stock or anything like that. So another thing I'm just going to chat quickly about is how we get paid, because that's why we all do business. Or one of the reasons is to get paid, right? I hope that's why you would do it. So in this business, it's really exciting because we get paid in 3 different ways. So my background is actually high school teaching, and I know I only got paid in one way. So the first way we get paid is retail, and that is the money that we make when we sell the product to a customer. And also you make a little bit on your team's sales as well. So basically what we do is we just connect our customers to Juice Plus headquarters, and they ship out the product directly to your customer. So you don't have to deliver any product, which is great because I have team in, I think, almost every state in Australia, so that would be impossible. And unlike lots of other businesses, you don't have to hold stock, and like I said, you don't have to run parties, and you don't have to purchase stock either. So there's no large startup fee, and there's no monthly minimum. So you can run as fast as you want with this business or go as slow as you want, whatever you're comfortable with. So we're just in the business of recommending. So just like if you saw a really good movie, you wouldn't hesitate to tell all your friends about how amazing it was. And we can't help but tell people how amazing our product is, especially as you've heard tonight, we're getting such great results. So the other way we get paid is commission, and we call this the beach money. So as your team grows, you develop a passive income based on your team. So as your customer base grows and as your team grows and their customer base grows, you move into different levels where you're getting this passive income. And we call that the beach money. And it's basically the money that you get if you're sitting on the beach. So that's really exciting as well. And that's how we build up a passive income in this business. The third way is bonuses. And these are so encouraging. I know as a teacher, I never ever got a bonus. Maybe if I was lucky, I'd get a box of chocolates at Christmas time, but being a high school teacher, I didn't get too many of those. And so that really supports us, especially as we begin our journey. And as you reach different levels, you get different cash bonuses. And the person who is coaching you, so the person that joined you into the business, also gets those cash bonuses. So as we help our team reach different levels, we actually get thanked financially as well, which is awesome. So I'd like to pass back to Carlina now, and she's going to share with us a little bit about how the business came into her life and what she's excited about for her future. Thanks, Carlina.
Thanks, Beck. So like I said before, the business came into my life about 7 months ago. I was in a pretty bad place all round in my life, and I discovered the products, and within my first day of being on the products, I had the most amazing results. And a lot of my problems at the time were caused by stress, and we had a lot of financial stress. We have a business in mining, and due to the downturn in mining, business wasn't going so well. So, and with 4 kids, life is expensive, right? So, things were tight, and I knew I needed to contribute somehow. But after being a stay-at-home mum for 15 years, I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to get a job or who was going to employ me for that matter. So after having such great results on the products and hearing about the business just made complete sense to me. And because really at the end of the day, my job is to be a mum. That's what I want to do. I want to be there for school drop-off, school pick-up, and everything else in between. And this business is something that I can do around my life. And so within my first month, I made $1,000, and after being a stay-at-home mum for 15 years and earning nothing, that $1,000 was just unbelievable. Like, I was actually contributing financially to the household, and I was regaining my independence as well at the same time, because we have such a supportive community and everyone is so uplifting. And I'm so excited for the future, because this is only just the beginning, and there's unlimited opportunity for me. So yeah, I'm super excited. Thanks, Beck.
Thanks so much. I love hearing your story, especially those 4 little kids. That must be helping so much to have that extra money. So I wanted to thank you all, everyone that spoke tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I love in this business that we're just impacting so many different families, and that there are so many amazing stories out there. I love that you don't have to be an expert in this business. As you've seen, we all have different backgrounds, and you don't need any particular skill set. Our leaders who've gone before us have created a system, and we basically just follow the system, and that ensures our success. So I'm really excited about earning money from home. And as Carlina said, I can do that around anything that my kids need. And I just feel so blessed that I don't have to miss out on anything. So I'm passionately building a community of fun, healthy, financially free people, and that just really excites me every day. So I just feel really privileged to be able to do this and to have found this opportunity. So thank you again for listening in. If you have any questions, I urge you to get them answered. Just reach out to the person who invited you to have a look at this link, and they'll be able to get those questions answered for you. So thank you to everyone again who took part, and we'll see you next time.